Hello everyone, it's Julie from Beebeecraft Designs. Welcome and welcome back. I'm here today with a slightly different video. It's part of a collaboration with rachandbellacrafts. There are quite a few different YouTubers involved in collaboration. This is my day today. It's called the A to Z of Inspired Summer Crafts. That's it. I think I've nailed it. Yeah, and everyone taking part has been assigned a letter for their relevant day. This is my day today. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And my letter is D. We don't have to make something beginning with that letter, but I thought, why not? So I've decided to use some of my dies and die cuts, yeah? There is a link in my description to everyone else who is taking part. Rather than there being separate links, there is one link that Rach and Bella have come up with. It's a Linktree link. If you click on that, you will get details of everything. Everyone taking part, Rach and Bella's Facebook group, where there are some freebies available. There are some discounted digital papers available that you can use for this. I'm not using them today because my printer's not working, and we don't have to anyway. So I'm just carrying on using up my scraps and my stash. So I think that's everything. Oh, final thing is, we had to choose someone who had inspired us to do what we're doing today. I had struggled. I can't choose one. I don't do decisions. So I've chosen 3 people. And those 3 people are the lovely Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, who did a fabulous video a few years ago on using die cuts in your journals and different ways to use them. There's Tina at Rehatched Designs, another fabulous video, and the lovely Rose at JournalsInTime, who you will have seen yesterday taking part in this same collaboration. I didn't know she was taking part when I chose her as inspiration, so there you go, Rose. You're getting mentioned twice today, love. So I'm going to be doing some similar and some slightly different things to what they did, but all using dies and die cuts. Right, rather than spend 3 days showing you all this stuff, I'll show it you as I get to it. I'll show it you as I make each thing. Right, the first one I'm going to make, I've already die cut my shapes, so you don't have to spend 3 years watching me die cut shapes. Yeah, and what I'm going to make is a side tuck for my journal. So I've got that. It looks a bit plain and boring at the minute. I'll show you what I cut it out from. I cut it out using what we call nesting dies. Now, if you're new to die cutting, you might know what they are, might not realise what they are, but I think you can see. They all nest inside each other. And you can use them. You could perhaps, so that's that. You could then cut a smaller one in a different cardstock. And can you say it would layer up? Yeah. Well, I'm using mine to make a side tuck. So I've cut one out in card. Yeah, it's quite a thin file folder card. One in book page. I've glued them together with my glue stick. And I'm going to fold it in half like so. Now it's folded in half, I'm going to need to get a bit more ink on the side. And that's just going to go over the page in my current journal that you will have seen in my last video. I'm having a bit of a craft lunch going off here because I've got too much stuff out. I'm like, oh, what can I use? I'll use this, that, and everything I own. Right. So grab a page. We'll use this one. And that's going to go over the page so you can tuck a piece of ephemera under it. We'll use that tag like so, or a bigger piece, whatever. But I'm going to decorate it. Now I've decided I want to decorate this with a butterfly. Again, that's die cut. And I want something else on it because it looks a bit plain and boring. So I'm going to cut some foliage. Yeah. I'll show you the die I'm going to use for that. I've got all my dies sorted out into types. Like these are foliage dies. And which one do I fancy? I'd already got one. Here it is. I got it out. It's there. That's the one I fancy. I think that is going to be a good shape to fit on there. Yeah, I don't mind if bits stick out here, but I don't want them sticking out there because that would be over the page. So I'm going to use that. This I'm going to have to sort this Crafterland out in a minute. Woman, why have you got so much stuff out on your desk? Are you crazy? I think you know I'm crazy, don't you? Let's just craft in this 6-inch postage stamp size piece of desk. Right, this is die cut machine I'm going to use. I use this 90% of the time for my junk journaling. You might have seen me use it before. It's a Gemini Mini. It's less than 30 quid, which I think's a bargain. I did have a mini one before, a different brand, but after 10 years constant use, it broke. Who'd have thunk it? And this is what we use to put our dies in. Right, so this is our metal cutting die. Sorry if I'm talking to you like you're daft if you know what metal cutting dies are. But as always, I'm conscious I have a lot of beginners watching me who may not know what cutting dies are. So your die goes in there, then you get your bit of paper you're going to use to cut from, which I'm going to grab that because it's green. I like it. And I'm going to place, you can put your die down and then place, cut inside it and then place your paper down. I prefer to do it this way because then I can see what I'm up to. Right, this machine, it's just one little folder that you put things in. There you go, that's held in place, that's going nowhere. I'm going to run it through. You can actually cut dies without a die cutting machine. I've tried it, I'm not keen on it. You can use a rolling pin or some kind of metal ruler to trace the edge of the die. So then we're left with that. You can see that it's cut through. So I'll take my backing piece off. I'm going to have to be careful with this because this die has a very narrow bit in there which can break. I'm then going to use this little roly thing to help release my die. And then I'm going to lift it out. Go on, you know you want to come out. And now I'm left with that. It's just a little piece of frou-frou foliage. So I'll bring that back in. I'm just going to bone fold that so it lays a little bit flatter. And I'm going to pop foliage on there. Yeah, I think it needs a bit of ink. Maybe if I'd used a darker card it wouldn't have needed ink, but this does. It needs a little bit of definition on the outside. I mean, you can die cut from anything. As you can see, I've used book page for that. Book pages are particularly good. In Barbara's video, she did a demonstration of, she was framing images from books so that were tag done. She just cut a tag shape from a book. Right, so that's going to go on there. Get my butterfly back out. Yeah, I'm going to pop this into my journal, I think, before I glue those down. Just to make sure the placement is good. Right, I decided I was going to put it on that page, didn't I? I think I might have changed my mind. I don't know if I want to put it on that ledger page. I like that page. I think I want this somewhere further back in journal. Yeah, I think I might use the ledger page there. Or I could just, oh, I'm going to use that page. Told you, I can't make a decision. That's why 3 people are inspiring my video today, because picking one, that just were never going to happen. So I'm going to pop some glue in there. I like to do it like this. I don't put glue on the crease. I like to put a thin bead of glue either side of my crease. Thin bead, yeah. Scrubby bead, a scrubby bead of glue either side of my crease. Oh, craft a lunch. And then I'm going to pop that on. And then I'm just going to use one of my big bulldog clips to hold it while that glue dries, yeah? Now I'm going to decide how to put my little bit of foliage that I've lost. Where's it gone? Here we go. Yeah, and my butterfly. I think that's pretty. Butterfly on a butterfly page. Can't go wrong, can you? Yeah, this is a die. I will be die cutting another butterfly, so you'll see me do this. This is a layered one. I think I'll use this again because it's so pretty. Yeah, make sure you don't put glue over where your pocket is if you're going to do this. So he's going to go there. I'm then just going to move my clip further up. And then I'm going to pop this on. Yeah, that's nice. Now you can decorate the other side if you wish. I probably will at a later time when everything I've put on this side is all nice and dry. But lots of different shaped die cuts are perfect for making these over the page tucks. You don't even have to have one that's going to be symmetrical. You could, I've seen people do it with tags. That looks good. So that's that. And I think just to zhuzh that up a little bit, I'm going to put some stickles on it. Now, this is stickles. Is that? No, that's liquid pearls. Here's my stickles. Right. Liquid pearls are like, yeah, they do what they say on tin. It looks like a pearl when you put a blob on. I want a bit of bling because I put a little bling on my butterfly. Now I've got one here. There's diamond, stickles and stardust. One is a more silver tone, one is more gold. I think I want the goldy tone. And I'm just going to put a few blobs on these leaves. Or flowers or whatever they're supposed to be. Just, oh, there we go. That's brought that to life. I hope you can see that. I don't know how well this shows up on camera. So, I think that's enough. Don't go mad with it, woman. Don't go mad with it. Don't guilt Lily too much. So, that, I think you'll agree that's pretty quick and easy. And I'll show you why I didn't cut any of those out on camera. Do you know when I'm bored and when my mojo ain't working, I just cut loads and loads of die cuts ready to use in my journals and other projects. I've got all those bags of them. They're all die cuts, look, all ready to go. So I'm not fiddling about looking for one die when I decide I want to use it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I like it. Let's pop something behind. That's a bit boring, isn't it, woman? Find a nice tag. I did get a few out. What's this? Oh, it's not finished, but I think you get the gist there, don't you? I'm going to take it out because I don't want to put anything permanent in until that's dry. And don't stick your finger in stickles because they come off, you dozy woman. Let's put a little bit back on there. Yeah, they take a while to dry, these stickles. To make them touch dry, I'd give them half an hour. But you just get that lovely little bit of bling. I just nearly touched it again, didn't I? So I'm going to put that page well out of my way while it dries. And we'll move on to the next little thing I'm going to do. So that's one thing we've made with our die cuts. The next one I want to do is one of these pockets. Yeah. So I think I'm going to make it in cream this time. I've done enough dark brown. So I'm going to grab my card scraps. I just want some cream scraps. It doesn't matter if they match. What's that? Oh, that was a pocket. I've not decided if I'm going to cut it up further yet. That's just paper. Oh, that's some nice little scraps. Yeah, they'll do lovely. I should be able to cut them all out of that. So I'm going to make the tag and the little pocket. Very easy, very simple. So get this. That's too wide. I'm going to cut that down to 3 inches. It wouldn't be a jewellery video if I were completely prepared with everything ready, would it? Nah, it wouldn't. So, that's that. Grab my die. Oh, that's why I'm making it smaller, because my big die don't fit in this. I knew there were a method in my madness. There we go. I'm making the pocket with the smaller one. One of my favourite quotes is, "There is no plan, therefore the plan cannot go wrong." And I stand by that. That's that one. Now the next one, I only need half or part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bottom of that die cut on there, and that will already be cut for me. I hope you understand what I mean. Can you see? Yeah, if you're a professional, you'd call this partial die cutting. I just call it cutting a bit of your card off instead of all of it. That goes through. I do love that die cut machine. So I'm now left with that. If it's not straight, you just come in with your scissors or your trimmer. There you go. That's much straighter. And that is now going to become the pocket on the bottom of my tag. So I'm going to give that a little bit of an ink. I'm going to stamp it. I mean, you could die cut this out of the lovely free digitals that are available on Rach and Bella's Facebook group. You could. I'm going to use that. Yep. I'm going to grab a text stamp. I always have one here to hand. Oh, I'll use that one today. Let's ink it up in Coffee Archival ink by Ranger. And rather than putting the stamp to this, I'm just going to put this to the stamp. I don't need to get the bottom in. In fact, if I did that, I would get everything I needed stamped, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's see. Peel that off. There we go. Peel that off. Ooh, that worked nicely. I like that. Put that to one side, clean it later. Yeah, so I've got all the bits I needed stamped. And I'm just going to glue that on. And I fancy decorating this with a die cut butterfly. Pop that on there. So there we've got a pocket tag. And you could do that. I've used circle dies, but you could use one of these. That would make a lovely pocket tag, I suppose. Yeah, it would. Definitely. So that's that. Now I'm going to get my butterflies out and show you. That was the butterfly I used before. It comes as a flat base and then one with all the little, intricate filigree bits, and you layer the two up together. Now on this one I'm going to use these cute little ones. I don't know who made these. I would guess it being a company called Tattered Lace. Don't even know if you have them in US, but there really are just so many dies on market these days. Don't go out buying the same I've got. Get whatever's on offer. Get on eBay. You can get some real bargains on second-hand dies. I've got quite a few of my later ones second-hand. Dies are one of those things that, yeah, a lot of the prices have come down quite a lot in recent years. Right, what am I going to die cut that from? I think I'm going to use a book page. I've got some book pages out ready. I've got a bit of Edith Holden here. She's always good for a bit of die cutting, is our Edith. Here we go. I've got that. Oh, I can hear a cat. Nala is scratching the scratchy box behind me. Oh yeah, she scratched me just a teeny tiny bit. She was playing. Yeah, she's like an overgrown kitten. Right. Do I want? Yeah. I'm just going to place my 3 butterflies across that bit there where we've got a bit of yellow and a bit of green, and then it moved. And I'm just going to run that through. I'm really not tidy when I craft, people, but it's all part of fun. Right, ooh, that one's out already. That's so cute. Oh, I don't want to. These dies come and you can snip them apart. With these tiny ones, I thought if I ever snip them apart, I'll lose them. So I haven't snipped them apart. Ooh, 2 have come out. One's not quite come out, so I'm just going to poke it. Poke it. Yeah, I'm letting myself loose with sharp objects again. That just really don't want to come out, that one. Come out, mate. Come out. Don't be shy. Go on, you know you want to. There we go. Come out. There we go. So, we've got 3 little butterflies on there. They're not showing up very well, are they? I think, can you hear cat? It isn't, it's not my carpet, it is a scratchy box. It's not showing up well, so do you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of inking of the edges. Your ink will define your edges. Oh, we could cut them out of something completely different. I think it's because I've got some cream bits. It's going on cream. That's better. Dip your dauber in your ink again, woman. Whee. Oh, that's much better. We can see them now, can't we? And that's the little baby one. And I'm going to bling them up a little bit as well. So, I'm using my art glitter glue. I use it for everything. I don't know why I'm whispering. Do you know, because I'm doing something little and delicate, I'm just talking really quiet. Sorry about that. So you're going to go there, mate. Yes, you are. You can go underneath. If you get any extra glue on, just... Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse the colour of this towel. It was an old towel. There you go. I'm trying hard not to use too many baby wipes. When I can get away with just using my Timmy towel, I do. And I couldn't find the one I've been using, so I've got an old towel that I've ripped up. By old, I'm talking this towel is older than my kids, so it did start out white once, many moons ago. Right, so that's that. And I think I want to put a teenier tag than I used on the other one. You see that one? I used that. So, look what I've got here. Now, these were a happy mail from the lovely Zoe at Paper Eve Creations over on Instagram. Come here, Zoe, where's your die cuts gone? I know I've got them here somewhere. Here we go. And this has got some really teeny tiny tags that are really teeny tiny and cute. That's like a little bauble, isn't it? And I think I want to use that one. How adorable is that? No way could I try and cut something that shape. If I tried to cut a tag that small, I'd end up cutting it down until it disappeared. So, grab my folder again. I think I'm going to cut it from the same card. Have I got enough there to do it? Oh yes. So as you can see, die cutting is also a good way to get to grips with some of your scraps. Try it on that side. Oh, Nala, she's really having a go at that box. She's probably got fed up at kids. It's Sunday. Xbox is on. There we go. How sweet and adorable is that? I mean, if you were really bored, you could sit and do hundreds. But I think you'd have to be really bored to do hundreds, wouldn't you? But this is just kind of thing I do when I've got no mojo. Oh, that is gorgeous. So I think I'm going to use some wax linen thread for that. I'll use this brown one because that hole is very delicate. I'm going to thread that through. Snip that off. And there we've got a little junk journal tag. And it definitely needs a bit of bling on because they're just not standing out enough for me. So I'm going to use my stickles again. And this time I'm going to just do down the middle of the butterflies. That just brings them to life a little bit. There we go. We could put another one at teeny ones on that tag, I suppose. That's gonna be, I just want to die cut that one thing. I'm just going to rip a bit of this off. And I'm going to try and die cut it dead on that green bit. Oops, that's going to fold over. World won't end, woman. World won't end. Get that in. I suppose I could have die cut another 3, but other 2 would have ended up on my desk. Then they would have ended up on my floor. Then Cat would have played with them. Then they'd have ended up in bin. You know how it goes, don't you? Oh, that's just so cute. Got to get a little bit of ink on edges because we inked the others. Yeah, many hours of fun can be had playing with die cuts. I forgot how much fun they were. I used to buy so many dies when I had more money and less sense. I've got far more than I can ever need. Oh, I just think that's sweet. So that's our little tag. So we've done a tuck spot, we've done a tag. I'll put that over with tuck spot so we can show me all together at end. And one last thing I'm going to do is this. Some flowers. I did a couple. Come back, flower. I did do a couple, I promise you. I'm not going to do that one because that one was done by, yeah, who did it? That was Tina at Rehatched Designs, I do believe. She did that exact same thing. So I'll let you go and watch Tina's. I did 2 flowers, but I've lost one. So I'll tell you what, let's do another one. Right, I've already got a bag of ready cut random circles. So I'm going to tip these out on the desk. Let's put some of these dies away before they get lost. This is why you lose your dies, Julie. This is why you have to spend 3 days looking for them when you haven't used them in a while. I'll show you what I cut these out with. That's my circle dies. And I just randomly, that's an oval actually, randomly cut loads of those out, mainly from Edith Oldham pages. Some are from paper and cardstock. That's a leaf shape, so I'm not sure where that came from. Sometimes I do little flowers, but I like these rather plain ones sometimes. Then I've just put 3 circles together and popped a little press stud in the middle on that one. Oh, that's the other one. 2 circles, and then I've just popped a little button in the middle. And you can really go to town with these. You can ink them if you want. Don't ink them if you don't want. I've used different copies of Edith Holden, different editions, different books. So I've got paper in different colours. And sometimes I like that. I like a bit of variety. So we've got one with text there. I am going to ink it. That's my style at the minute. I like things inked. And the journal I'm going to use this in, I like things inked. So that's that one. I may continue to make all these up when I've done filming. While my video uploads, I may not. I've lost what we're going to use in the middle. With that. Oh, look at that one. That's a flower shape. I might use that. No, that's going to cover too much of me. Too much of that red up. I want that little pop of red. Yeah. So I don't line them up perfectly. I like them to be a little bit off centre. I just think it adds something. I don't know what it adds, but it does add something. I then grab my crocodile, punch somewhere near the middle. It doesn't have to be in the middle. And then I use these snap fasteners, press studs, whatever they're called, wherever you are. There we have a quirky little flower. Yeah, I have made these before in a video where I've ripped the edges like that. So if you've no dies, just rip circles. I think this was one of the scrapbusters that Melina did. Yeah, and do that. So let's do one more with a button. I've got that inked, so I'm going to pick another one. Oh, that's a little bit, might be a bit autumnal for summer crafting that. Yeah, I thought flowers and butterflies very summery, so we don't want to put you on, mate. You're not summery enough. That's a little bit of a branch. We could put a leaf on one. Yeah, let's do one with a leaf. I think these are teardrop stamp dies that I've got. And I've probably thought at some point, that looks like a leaf that will go with my flowers. Oh, my phone made me jump then because I've not turned sound off. I really do jump at my own shadow, you know, I'm terrible. Oh yeah, let's do that. I mean, you could cut yourself a whole load of basic shapes and just go to town. Make whatever you like. And look, I've got two there. Oh look, I've made a pig. No, it's a sheep. That's the body. That's the head. No, it's a pig. That's the nose. Yeah, can you see it? I can see that that's a pig. I'm cracking up now, aren't I? Got to have a bit of silliness, haven't you? Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I like that. I think I need to do some more of these because I've mainly got text left and I need some with yeah, and I'm going to punch through there. And this time I'm going to use a smaller snap fastener. I have them in various sizes. And that's my flower. Right, scooch them to one side. Let's bring the journal back. And I'll show you how I would use this in a journal. Is that dry enough? That probably weren't. That is dry enough now. I dare put that back in my journal. So, put that page in. Pop that in. And let's grab these flowers. I'll show you how I'd use that in a journal. Right. I'm going to grab this. What page shall I put it on? You can use these as decorations or you can attach them straight to a page. Like so. So I'm going to undo that. Pop my fastener through. If you want this to be completely permanent and never come apart, bob a little bit of glue on there. And there you've got a little decoration at the top of your page. Or you could just put them on a pocket anywhere you like. I think that one would look quite nice on there. The button one, oh, I think the button one would look lovely on there actually. Maybe on the other side. I don't know. It'll end up somewhere in this journal. That's for sure. So I really hope you enjoyed that. And that's just a couple of ideas of what you can do with your various die cuts. My desk is now wrecked. I will go and tidy it up. Remember, there is a link in the description below for all the other people who are taking part in this collaboration. And there are links to my inspirational ladies, Barbara, Tina and Rose. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.